It's another episode of For the Love of the Game podcast, episode 39. It's myself, Dre, joined by Skervin and Ronaldo. Lads, how you feeling?
All good, mate.
Bouncy.
We need the energy, mate. We need the energy because, mate.
For the love of the game, let's get
to the die-hard listeners, that have been with us through the Ralph Ragnick times a year ago, bro. And every week we're on it, despondent, reject. We sounded like we were depressed, bro. We sounded like we needed to go to therapy. A year later, Manchester's red, lads. Manchester is red.
Red Army. Come on.
Red Army.
Red Army. Paint the city red. Let's go, Jay. Let's dig in.
Let's go, lads. It's a big weekend of football, Derby Day weekend. There was a lot of derbies in England and across Europe. We'll touch on those first in England. The big ones, the North London derby, that happened on Sunday. But first things first, we take care of the main game. The two teams that have won the most Premier Leagues. Down at Old Trafford, Manchester United 2, Manchester City 1. United have written the wrongs from back in October where we got slapped 6-3.
Come on.
It was the first time ever where two man got the match ball, 2 hat-tricks. But nah. Saturday, different story. I've run out of words to describe how good I felt on Saturday. Lads, how did you feel after? I think that was a statement win from the lads on Saturday. What was your immediate reaction?
Well, I was at work watching the game and I was quite disheartened when Grealish came on 3 minutes into the game and scored. Because I felt that we were actually in the game and I was thinking, our City gonna, run away with it now, do you know what I mean? But, we showed like our resilience and we got back into the game. Do you get me? People might say it was offside, it might have been not offside, but all it matters is that we got the equaliser and Fernandes finished it, do you know what I mean? And I said to myself, when we got that equaliser, I said, United are going to go on and win this game. And so said, so done. And I was so happy, man. I was so happy. And it showed like there was a connection, like for the fans and the players. It was wicked, man. You saw Casemiro and Fred go up to defend them when we got the winner. You know what I mean? It was nice to see, man. I thought like, United are back. You get me?
Ronaldo. Let's break down the game first. First half, it seemed like United's game plan was literally to just stop Rodri from getting on the ball. And during that time, United had some of their best chances in the game. If you were looking at it in your eyes, how would you see the first half? Do you think United were a better team, or do you think City were a better team?
Well, first off, United was the better team because their game plan worked. City never had a shot on goal. We had big Casemiro, King Cassie in the middle. Another brilliant performance, calming everything down. Calming influence. You get me? That was the difference. City had the possession. We know they're good technically. They can keep the ball. They had it. All this puffing, but no bite. Pure bark, but they're not. No shots on goal. They're not threatening my goal. United had the best chances. Rashford round the keeper. Bruno chipped it over the top on the counter. Took it off Rodri, like you said. Chipped it over the top. Rashi round the keeper. Couldn't finish. The second one, we won it again. Midfield, Ericsson slipped Rashi and Rashi one-on-one. Breeze Rodri. Who's that Rodri? Mine out, bro. Edison had to come out, clear the lines again. So yeah, surely we had the best chances. So we were the better team. Bruno had that shot, dragged it wide. Ericsson again, slot him in, coming off the right. So that's 3 chances. City had no chances in the first half. Yeah, they had good play in front of our box. Yeah, we had to have a low block, dig deep, but definitely 100% the better team first half.
And just to go on a bit into the tactics, do you think like Ten Hag learnt from the first game at the Etihad where he tried to literally go toe to toe with City and realised that's not going to work? And he was like you said, the low block and Martial not pressing and sitting just. It's like they had Rodri boxed in. They had Ericsson pressing him from the front, and then Martial sitting a bit deeper, so they couldn't get the ball to Rodri. They had to play it basically to their fullbacks. Do you think Ten Hag learned from the mistakes of the Etihad back in October?
Yep, definitely. He demonstrated that within the first 10, 15 minutes. The way they lined up was class. Like you said, Rodri was always boxed in, 4 players around him. He can't thread through the lines. The way they drop back, Casemiro slot in, drop deep, yeah. So it's like a back 5. They went across, like, you know what I'm saying? So in midfield and that, it was like a box around him. Fred is there, Ericsson's there, Bruno comes, Rashford drops. You get what I'm saying? So he can't play through the lines. They have to go out wide, Drake. We forced them to go out wide. So his tactics work. You know what I'm saying? To a T, bro. His tactics was on point in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because Casemiro was just a baller, Dre. I hate to say it, but his name was Big Cass, yeah? But now it's King Cass the first, rude boy. I'm telling you, I've never seen a player come to Man United, yeah, and display this dominance, like, straight away. You get what I mean? Like, when I watch the man play,
on Saturday.
Like,
He wasn't great on Saturday, though. Let's keep it real.
It wasn't great, Dre, but when you think about it, it's about impact, Dre. See that goal Bruno scored, yeah? You know why we scored that goal?
Because that through ball from Big Cass or King Cass.
You see before, yeah? You see before, it would be a ball like that. That ball probably won't even make it to the midfielder, like the centre mid. Thank you, because Wan-Bissaka had 3 players around him. City pressed the ball. They know who to press. Pep is a good manager. There was 3 players rushing Wan-Bissaka, ready to win the ball off him, to break, to attack us. But guess what? Here comes King Cass the first. Play here, son. The option's there, Dre. He supports the right back. He supports the left back. He supports the centre backs. This guy is class personified.
King Cass.
I'm telling you, Dre. King Cass the first. Look at it again, lads. When you have
first.
a time, yeah, check the highlights. Look what the ball Wan-Bissaka played. Brilliant ball. He dinked it through 3 players, and who was there? Casemiro. I know football is like feet. You see before, yeah, I'm telling lads, that would have cost us a goal. I've seen that play out loads of times. Wan-Bissaka isolated, 3 players around. He doesn't know what to do. There's no options. He's turning. What is he doing? Is he going right? Is he going? He's lost the ball, and it's a goal. You know what I mean? But now it's different. Casemiro's there. What does he do when he gets it, Dre? His head's up. Ball round the corner. Straight away. It's a goal.
He looks forward. That's his first thing he wants to do. Looks forward.
My point. From defense to attack. Before it was Fred. The ball won't pass the first man. Fred will kick the ball onto the man. That's what I'm trying to tell, man.
Or pass sideways. And then it ends up going back.
You know what you would do? You would kick the ball onto the man, tackle the man, win it again, then give it away. That was a typical Man United. But now, like I said, we've got a class player. A king.
And to think, yeah, our midfield a year ago, our best centre midfield pairing was Fred and McTominay. Man.
Thank you. Atrocious, embarrassing. But you see now, it's different, bro. It's different. It's from defense to attack. We can hurt you. We can hurt you from our centre mid, getting the ball from our right back. Boom, we're in.
Sorry to cut you off here, but even like the moment we won the ball back on Saturday, within 3 passes, brother, we're on the attack. We're running at City. We ain't seen that at Old Trafford in years, bro.
Thank you. Nah, you see what I'm saying? In years, bro. You see the turn attack into defense. That's
so quick. It's like, and it's like these man. This is why I know it's training, yeah, and it's the manager, because these men don't even think. it's like it's like if these men try to pass the ball back, they know they're going to be in shit when they go back in the dressing room, bro. It's like boom. It's like boom. Say if it's Wan-Bissaka, we're going to touch on in a minute, who was superb on Saturday. Wan-Bissaka to Casemiro to Ericsson, one touch, boom. Out to who was on the right? Bruno, or boom, out to Rashi, or straight to Martial, who done all right for whatever period he was on the pitch. But then boom, it's straight. Rashford attacking, man. That's how it was, straight. City did a little 15 passes and then pass it back to Kanji and allow it. That little pass you to death football, allow it.
Told you,
United,
pure
purpose.
no bite, pure bark, no bite everywhere. But yeah, we get on.
I want to touch on individuals now, yeah. Any individual performances that stick out for you yesterday? Saturday.
For me, like you just mentioned, for me, the surprise performance for me is Wan-Bissaka. I thought he was superb. I thought he was
Cafu, bro.
He was composed. He was like, nobody is rushed with everything he does, but I don't know what he had for breakfast, but whatever he had, he needs to keep eating that paper. That performance there.
Red on his plate, bro. Red eggs, red sausages, red everything.
He turned into Croydon Cafu, bro. Croydon Cafu, bro.
He was superb, man. He was superb, bro. He was all chipping it over, man, and he was just doing the maddest things, fam.
Three man on him.
Casemiro, like,
when there was three man on him, and it's like I've never seen Wan-Bissaka with that footwork in my life. I don't think he knew what he was doing, bro. It's like he was surprised at the ball, bro.
You get me?
Straight, check the highlight. Three man rushed him and look at the ball to King Cass. Hey, Wan-Bissaka. Brilliant, lad. Yeah, brilliant.
You see when you play with ballers, but you see when you play with calm ballers.
Calm ballers, calm down, everything.
You can trust to give the ball.
Yes. You know that one, Jay. You're looking for him. As soon as you get the ball, you know he's going to be there. It's exactly. That trust. It's that team. You know it's a team now.
It's like before he was looking at McTominay and it's like, I can't give you the ball, bro.
Thank you.
Just
so
kick it out for a throw.
Or go backwards and then it's problem. You know what I'm saying, Jay? You get it. It's panic now. It's panic
like Skervin said, man. Wan-Bissaka, he was one of many gladiators on that pitch on Saturday, bro.
Everyone was gladiators on that pitch, but Wan-Bissaka stood out for me. I said, yeah, that's how I want you to be performing every bloody week, mate. There's no reason. 50 million, mate. Come on. We need something from you, mate.
Yeah, mate.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I agree, pal. We need something out of you, true.
He's playing like someone that wants to stay at the club, and I fully respect it. I'm not even gonna lie. If he keeps this up to the end of the season, bro, there's no need to look for another right back. Let Delo and Wan-Bissaka fight it out.
Yeah, bring a young kid through, innit?
Ethan Laird, to me, Ethan Laird, will be the number one. That's my guy, innit? Like potentially one of the best right backs in the league, innit? But competition, innit? I'm liking it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Anyone else for you, Skervin, that sticks out?
I feel obviously Rashford. Like you discussing off
Gladiator.
Wait, I thought when he went down on that pitch in that first half and he banged his hand down on the pitch, I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I thought we ain't gonna see Rashford for a little bit. You get me? But he got off the pitch, and he said, Ted put Anthony out to warm up, and he weren't having it, bro. He said he's going on that pitch and he's getting on with it, and thank God he did. You get me? And he seems to be all right. You get me? Pumped and scored the winner. You know what I mean? He put Marcus Rashford, mate. Come on, he's back again, bro. He can't stop scoring. You know what I mean?
Just want to read this stat out, yeah, before I pass it on to Ronaldo. No player has scored more goals since the World Cup break in Europe's top 5 leagues than Marcus Rashford. Also, what's the stat out of his 67 Premier League goals? Rashford has scored 27 of them have been match winners. No player in the Premier League that has scored 50 goals or more has scored more match winners than Marcus Rashford, bruv. Ronaldo, over to you.
What can I say? What else can I say about Rashi? Rashi, brilliant player, top 5 in the world, world class. But the player that I really want to talk about is another one, AG, potential 7. But I'm gonna call him AG for now, innit? Class. See this kid, I've been talking about him for a while now. This is his first derby, by the way. Just saying, lads. You know what I mean? Like, this is the first time he had a chance, biting at the bit. I was there worried, thinking, is Rashford injured? Is Martial running right? I was thinking, who's going to come off? Is it Rashi? Is it Martial? Martial came off. So the manager knows, innit? I can move Rashi central. I got a kid here that is on it. I doubted him, Dre. And for me to say this, I actually doubted him. I think this occasion is too big to put so much pressure on an 18-year-old player, that came out of our academy, bro. I'm thinking to myself, I know he's a baller, but I think he might. You know what I mean? I was thinking, can he rise to the occasion? I started thinking, I miss Sancho, you know, Dre. That's how I was feeling as a United fan in the game. But see, when he came on, I saw it in his eyes. I just knew he was going to do something. You know why? I said that, because he's direct. Soon as he gets the ball, he don't care. Ake, Akanji, who are you? I don't care. I'm Garnacho. I'll take man on. You know what I mean, Dre? You know, normally young players come on and they want to pass the ball back or pass the ball. You know what I'm trying to,
You know what Garnacho reminds me of? Remember when Rashford first coming to the team? Remember when Rashford first busting the team? The directness.
Yes,
that directness.
That little edge. They don't
he
care
did
who
not
you
care
are.
who he was playing against. That's
they don't care about your reputation. I don't care. Give me the ball. I'm gonna hug the line.
With Garnacho, every time he gets the ball, I notice the strength of them are on their feet, bro. They're expecting. They know something's gonna happen, bro. We ain't had someone on the wing that can do something like he's doing right now in years, bro.
Telling you, bro. All the listeners, they will know. Remember, lads, last preseason game I said, see this kid, bro? This kid, all he needs to do is just believe. He done everything for Cristiano Ronaldo, Dre. You see them times Ronaldo was there. I watched him and I'm thinking, bro, just shoot. Just do your thing, innit? You know what I mean? Like, he's playing for man. But I know from watching you, you're a baller. The potential you have, they're gonna love you in this stadium. And for me to see you in a derby, your first derby, come on, and do that. You know what I'm saying to say? Push City back. I saw Akanji. I saw Ake Dre. They was out of breath. His energy, his enthusiasm, was too much for them, bro. You get what I'm saying? And he's getting smarter, Dre. He stays alive. Like, you see, he tries to cross the wall. It's blocked. Ake's out of breath. So,
this is why I say that goal was Garnacho, bro. Because see, other young players would have crossed the ball, got it blocked, and then passed it back,
Thank you.
Yeah. No confidence.
He kept holding the ball, realized who he's up against, and no, bruv, he's knackered. He probably could hear him, man, breathing hard on that. Like, you know what, I got him. Just show him down the line again. Boom.
Yeah.
See them smarts there, it can't be taught, bruv. You see, if that was an English young player, you would have passed it back, bruv. Because you always talk, keep holding the ball, lads, keep holding the ball.
Thank you,
on that, Joe.
Thank you. And you see, let me just one more point, because he's my guy, You know what I like about him, Jay? He's gonna be like a Ryan Giggs, innit? You see him, he ain't gonna be like a Rashford. I'm telling man, see Rashford is more of a goal man. He's gonna score, but he's a winger. Notice how he plays, he's disciplined, he hugs the line. There's chalk on his boots.
You know what,
He doesn't want to come inside and do all of that, them 1-2s and that. He's gonna do what he's doing off the wing. He's a winger. You get my point, Dre? He's wing play. That's why he's got all them assists before the goals. You get it, Dre? You might finish with
young Ryan Giggs.
Young
Ryan Giggs.
Giggs
was flying down that left. He used to hug the touchline. You never see Giggs in the box.
Never.
Young Ryan Giggs.
He loves it. He loves it, lads. I'm telling you, he's my guy, bro. You know I give Rashi his props, but we can get to Rashi in a minute, bro. Rashi's a top 5 in the world now, Jay. World class, man. But D Great Natural, he's my guy for that game, bro. Trust me, man. You know what I'm saying? He impressed me the most. I'm expecting Rashford to do stuff like this now, man. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Like 4 Prem games in a row. You know what I'm saying? 10 goals, 9 games. Come on, man. Trashy, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? He's a threat. Like I said, first half, he had 2 chances. Could have bagged a hat-trick, Jay. Like I've always said, yeah, if this guy scores every chance, even when he, back in the day, for the start of the season against Brighton, he missed them 2 chances. I said, see if Rashford score every chance, bro. He'd be world class. And now he's starting to do it. So, for me, he's world class, bro. Top 5 in the world. I'll end it there, pal.
Hey, bruv, he's. Have you heard the stat? 24 goals against big 6 teams now, yeah?
Jay, it's my guy. I've been trying to. You see all these stats they read about, Jay, yeah? If the listeners are listening, my guy, Jay. Come on, man. All this stuff, what he does. You know what I want? It's what he does.
He's turning up, but he needs help, innit? We shouldn't be relying on Rashford. That's my thing, innit? But to me, Rashford has to do this to the end of the season, bro. If he's doing this now, win us a trophy, bro.
No, for real. I agree. Win us a
trophy. You know what I mean? To me, and what we need to remember, we are literally now at the halfway point of the season now, innit? We're in a semi-final, we've done well, innit? Now it's expectancy, bruv. If we're here, wrap up top 4. If you're doing this in big games, bruv, do it against Arsenal on Sunday. This is where I measure Rashford, because to me, I've always said it, ability-wise, it's there, innit? But I don't know what's happened in the last 6 years. By now, he should be giving me 25 a season, easy. If he's doing this right now, he should give us 20 league goals. What's it, 10 out of 19 left? Or whatever, 12 out of 19 left, whatever's left. It's achievable.
I'm expecting teams in it, but 20 I already said, yeah, it's capable.
It's capable. With what he's doing right now, it's capable, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's capable. Finish off, bruv. If we win, for example, I'm not going to jump the gun, but if we have an amazing season, I'm not going to say what we could win, but I don't want to get people gassed in it. But if we have an amazing season, then Rashford should be 25 at least. He's already on what, 18, 17? So it's there, innit? That's all I'm going to say. But finish off the job now, innit? You know them players where sometimes, you know them teams that win the league. Remember when Cantona came back, 96? I don't know if you remember Skervin, but I know you remember Ronaldo, yeah? And, bruv, I think there was a run of like 7 or 8 games where it was either Cantona scored or Cantona assisted a game winner, and we won the league. I think we came back from like 13 points behind Newcastle, bro. If Rashford can do something mad like that, and it's capable, he's doing it right now. Yeah. Finish off the job, bro. That's all I'm going to say to Marcus Rashford. Finish off the job. No, finish off what you started.
I know. Win us a trophy, man. Don't
win us a trophy.
Like a song from Harry Kane. So.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. But to me, I want to big out a couple of men from the game on Saturday. Rafa. Actually, I'm not even going to start with his first name. Rolls Royce, Phantom, Champions League Varane. I don't want to hear no more talk about this man's. He runs awkward. He's a shit defender, whatever. He's the best defender in the Premier League, bro. Put respect on a man that's won 5 Champions Leagues, you know. The guy's played with Maguire. He's played with Lindelof. He's played with Martinez. He's played with Shaw, and made these men look like they were part of the 4 horsemen, bro. I'm telling you, the guy, if we lose Varane, we are snookered, bro. Absolutely snookered. Best defender in the league. It's the calmness that to even it rubbed off on Wan-Bissaka, bro. When you ever seen Wan-Bissaka dubbed 3 man, bro? Constantly talking to Wan-Bissaka. I saw that on Saturday. Constantly talking to Wan-Bissaka. Constantly talking to Shaw, bro. He's playing with a crap right back, and he's playing with a left back converted centre back. And at no point on Saturday did we look in trouble other than the goal. Legend. That's my guy. Rafa Varane deserves all the plaudits in the world. And secondly, his centre-back partner, I've been saying for 3 years, bro, play Luke Shaw at centre-back and see what happens. There you go. He's keeping a World Cup winner on the bench. Moving on. That's all I've got to say. No man can tell me no more about Luke Shaw can't play at centre-back. He's doing a better job than bloody Martinez, fam. My guy. Luke Shaw, stick at centre-back. He can't do it at left-back, bro. Can't. But centre-back, the calmness he plays with at centre-back. All I've got to say. All I've got to say, bro. And big up Martial as well, because his job on Saturday, he done a great job as well, bro. Sitting on Rodri. Because when he come off the pitch, that's when Rodri started having time on the ball. But people want to focus on the man not pressing. It was an instruction, bro. Ten Hag told him not to press. That's it. So we've got to say. But moving on, because I think, as we said, everyone played well on Saturday. There was 11 gladiators on the pitch. Kudos to all of them. We've got to talk about the disallowed goal. Well, not the disallowed goal. The goal that was allowed. The offside one. It's caused a lot of controversy, a lot of debate. I'll go to you first, Ronaldo. Taking your Man United hat off and your Man United rose-tinted glasses off as well. Should that goal have stood?
Nah, mate. It's offside, mate.
Ooh.
It's offside, but that's just my opinion because it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a subjective decision, innit? It depends on the person, innit, who's doing it. But for me, because I've got all the angles, all of that, I'm sitting at home. Do you know what I mean? But a referee in the heat of the moment, he hasn't really done anything wrong when you look at it because Rashford hasn't touched the ball. He never saw no impact. It's what he can see. Do you know what I mean? VAR can't get involved because the ref never made a wrong decision. The ref just saw that Casemiro passed the ball. We saw Bruno run onto the ball and finished. He didn't see who the Akanji playing Rashford offside and the elements that we see. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's one of them decisions where I know it's offside because I'm sitting at home with 20 different camera angles. You know what I'm saying? Looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's blatantly offside. Rashford is too close to the ball. He's got impact on Akanji. Akanji is playing him off. You don't care about Rashford. You know he's off. Edison knows he's off. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. And he protected the ball all the way. Bruno tried to leave. Rashi leave. And you know what I mean? Come on. Yeah, I think it's off, man.
Okay. So Ronaldo says off. What say you, Skervin?
Yeah, I believe it's off, but like Ronaldo said, all the camera angles and whatnot show it was off. But as a United fan, I don't care, mate. Like, we got the 3 points.
Come on, the game's done, so you already know, mate.
On to the next one. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that goal was offside. I'm not gonna lie. If this was football a decade ago, maybe even 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, it's offside, isn't it? But it's not. It's the rules. The rules, the way it is told now in terms of offside. In a way, Rashford wasn't interfering or impeding anyone. Yeah. What's his name? Edison is expecting Rashford to hit the ball, but you also see Bruno running. So you got to expect something. If it's not my man hitting it, it's going to be Bruno in it. And what do you always do? You play to the whistle, lads. Do you not? So to me, I'm not going to lie. It's not offside. Because he didn't stop. He didn't impede Akanji because that's the main one. If he had impeded Akanji, then yeah, offside, isn't it? But he didn't. He was like 5 yards behind him, innit? If you're expecting Rashford to shoot, that's your business. But Bruno's right there. All Bruno has to do to Rashford is tell him, yo, leave it, leave it, leave it. That's it.
Jay, if you saw the angle we saw at home, yeah, where they took Rashford
It
out,
don't,
Kanji would have blatantly got the ball, bro.
nah.
He would have got the ball.
Bruno would have been. Bruno was even ahead of a Kanji by the time he got to the ball.
No, because Rashford is there protecting the ball. He's waiting for Rashford to touch it and become active. And Rashford
what it
pretending
is,
that he's gonna touch it, so that's impacting the game. I hear your point, but I'm just saying, like, it's a crazy decision. It's all about the on
blame the rule makers.
Exactly. That's my point. That's why I say, Dre. That's why VAR couldn't get involved. That's why everyone sitting at home is thinking, why didn't VAR overturn it? No, it's not clear and it's not obvious.
No. VAR, bruv, in the rules, that goal's perfectly legal. VAR weren't going to overturn it. Didn't you hear the Peter Walton guy, the ex-referee, he was on commentary as well. He said it's a perfectly good goal. Perfectly good goal. Because Rashford wasn't stopping Akanji from getting to the ball because Akanji was way behind and he didn't touch the ball. It's a goal. Can't do nothing about it.
Right. I'm just going for the 3 points, like I said.
Yeah, same, mate. It's offside. If it happened to United, I'd be saying the same thing, bro. It's offside. It's the rules, isn't it? If this was a decade ago, I'd been fuming. If it happened to my team, but it's the rules, isn't it? My man should have saved it, innit? But hey, we move. 3 points in the bag. Before we touch on the other derby, what are we saying now? Are United in the title race?
Come on, of course. 9 points. Of course we're in the race, Dre. What do you mean? Of course, 100%.
Listen, if United win their next 2 games, which is Palace on Wednesday, yeah, and Arsenal Emirates on Sunday, I'm telling you, it's on. It's on.
Mate, it's already on. It's already on. It's a long way to go. 9 points off the top. Of course, if the team don't think they're in it, they might as well pack it in now, mate. Seriously.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
9 points for the team to play. That's on top. You got to play them the next game. Cut it down to 6 and see where you go from there, pal. That's how I see it. You're in a race. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna read these next 5 games in the league, and then tell me how many points we're gonna get. Okay. Crystal Palace away, Arsenal away, Crystal Palace at home, Leeds away, and Leicester at home. How many points do you think we're going to get out of those games?
Say 8.
What?
Say 8.
Whoa.
I say 2 wins and 2 draws.
And a defeat?
Along the line, at some point.
Ooh.
I don't know which team though, but realistically, innit? That's the form of the team right now. We've been winning games for how long? It's like our 7th game in a row. You know what I mean? So you're telling me my team's gonna go 12 wins? That's championship form, mate. We're winning the title then. Come on, lads. Surely, I know my team's doing well, but I don't think. Is my team in the title race? Yes. But are they capable of going all the way? That's where the question mark starts to appear because so many factors come into play. Like squad, you know what I'm saying? Like numbers, who's scoring in the team. You know what I'm saying? Who's available, injuries, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think my team's crossed the line yet. I hope they get there, but they have to show me that. I ain't got the confidence seeing my team winning 15 games in a row and that. That's championship form, bro. If we can win 15 games in a row, we're definitely going for the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling the lads now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go, like, look at the form of the team, yeah. They won loads of games, yeah. Players are tired, they're getting injured, like, you know what I'm saying? Players need rest. So
You know what? I'll go with the next game after that last one, Leicester, is Liverpool away. So I'll add that's our next 6 games. So you still think 8 points?
maybe 11.
Oh, what you saying? Going to the Pansies and taking one at the Cop, yeah?
Of course, taking them. I think this is the season we do the double over them, bro. I've been waiting. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting to bury them. How long, yeah? You know what I'm saying? I can see a special one, like one matter and that overhead kicks and that.
Ooh, stop it. Satchel back. I think Satchel comes back and scores in front of the Cop, you know?
You don't know what's there, like, of course. So once you throw them in there, come on, all 3 points. But yeah, man, lads, like I'm saying, it might be a 1 draw in there, then we start winning again. Hopefully, there's no losses. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So Ronaldo says 11 from the 18 available. Skervin.
I'm going 12. I'm going 12.
Ooh.
I'm going 12, man. I really do think if these next 2 games are really vital to what we do for our season within the league, you get me? Because we've been at Palace, it's 3 points there. We go away to Emirates and beat who people say are the title favourites for the league, and obviously they're, such a points away from us. You get me? Or away from them. You get me? I feel if we go Emirates, we are in that, driving seat, and we've got that force within us. You get me? To drive us on, to be fair.
So you say 12 points, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think we could end up actually the next game after Leicester's Brentford. If we make the cup final, then it's Liverpool. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie. I know I seem like I'm the realistic one usually out of all of us. I like to bring a sense of reality to things here. I'm seeing 6 out of 6, bro.
Jay, I have to pull you up on this one. So, how many games have we won so far? 7 games in
7.
a row. So that's 13 in a row.
Yeah.
For the last team to do that, they probably won.
And in that time, Arsenal play. There's a lot of big games coming up. Arsenal play us. They go to Everton. Brentford at home. City at home. Villa away. Leicester away. They usually win there. Bournemouth. I'm not really. To me, like Ten Hag said, worry about us, and we'll do our job. To me, really, everyone says this Premier League's competitive, whatever. No team scares me now. We've played City. We've done our job with City. No team scares me. Arsenal, even when we go to the Emirates and we're playing bad, I don't fear going to the Emirates because we can go there and win. Play exactly how we did strategy-wise against City, against Arsenal, like we did against City. We're winning. I'm not worried about going to Arsenal. The games in and around that are winnable. All of them are winnable. And if we handle the squad correctly, we win those games. And if we're top after them run of games, then we're top. But I'm not going to lie. If it's 13 wins in a row, then it's 13 wins in a row. We'll see where we are after those 13 wins in a row. You know what I mean? But as you can see now, we've got that fight back. The moment we start slapping teams at Old Trafford, no one ain't going to want to come back to the theatre, bro. You know what I mean? No one ain't going to want to come and play. No one wants to play against Rashford right now. Imagine if we can get Bruno firing. Defensively, we're as strong as we've ever been. We're there, man. Even if it's a draw, the worst we can get out of these next 6 games is what? 16 points. The only team I fear it's probably Leeds in that run of games because that Leeds United rivalry is a bit mad. They like to run around. They're busy. I watched them against Villa on Friday. Leeds are a good team. They play good ball. So, but yeah, man. 18 or 16. We'll go at 18 points. Fuck it, man. 13 wins in a row. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. That's the Manchester half of the derby weekend concluded. Let's bring it down south to North London, where Arsenal passed another test. I think many predicted that Tottenham would turn up and turn over Arsenal. But Arsenal put in a performance. Some say Tottenham were terrible. That's up for everyone's opinion. But Arsenal come away with the win. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. Did we learn anything new from Arsenal from that game at White Hart Lane?
Resilience, composure, unity. You get me? We saw that madness at the end of the game as well. That happened. Arteta just went up to his players and said, like, forget about that. Let's go out to our fans and celebrate. That shows that there's some, it's like there's cohesion, there's unity around it all of what they're doing in it. So a good look what happened for Arsenal as well. And they won at Tottenham for ages, ain't they?
10 years almost.
10 years. So it's a good victory, man.
They were helped by Hugo Lloris. I can't even put into words how stupid that guy was. Okay. In terms of Arsenal, is it now time to say they are definitely the favourites to win the league now?
Yeah, you start seeing it now, innit? Because there's 8 points clear. Yeah, you can say it now, man. Come on. They've been top for so long. But it's difficult for Arsenal because, like you said, innit? City's always won the league, but I think, yeah, they've gone from being outsiders to favourites, definitely. 100%. I would say that's good. Also, what I learned about Arsenal, confidence, the belief. You know what I'm saying? I think they're starting to believe they are going to win the league, Man's doing free throws at Tottenham and that. They're taking mick, bro. Sorry, man.
Martinelli was touching it like Ronaldo on his back and that.
Well, I agree with you. I think that result on Sunday is basically the first time Arsenal are going to start believing that they can win the league now. Like I mentioned earlier in the season, in terms of them going to certain places and getting results. Opening day of the season, they went to Crystal Palace, where they usually get turned over, and won. They've gone to Stamford Bridge and won. They've gone to the old enemy, put in a result, put in a performance. A place where last season they got slapped up and lost top 4, to go back there 6 months later and get a result, kudos. Absolute kudos. It's going to be a big one on Sunday. I think it's going to be the game where if Arsenal beat United, I think they're fully going to be, I think they are the favourites and possibly will go on and win it. But if United win on Sunday, Arsenal got problems. But we'll get to the preview later for that game. But yeah, it was a big win for Arsenal. Huge win for Arsenal. And to me, definitely the favourites now. Definitely favourites now. I know on this pod I keep saying City. I don't like people say I don't give Arsenal their flowers. They get their flowers from me. They get a flower. I like a daffodil, one of them ones you pick up from the ground and that. In terms of Tottenham, though, where did they go from here? Another bad result. I think that's 4 defeats out of 5 at home. Do you think Conte lost to the end of the season?
Yeah, definitely, man. I think Tottenham was the better team. Apart from Arsenal being a title-winning team here that scores top teams, they score at crucial points in the game, innit? They take the game away from you. Tottenham was the better team overall. Tottenham had the most chances. They was better in the second half. First half, Arsenal dominated, didn't it? Like their midfield three just, you know what I'm saying? They was running rings around Tottenham in midfield. Yeah. I don't know why they put Saar out there, but Partey, Odegaard, and Xhaka was just, you know what I mean? It was a joke for them. It was like a training session in the first half because Lloris was making mistakes after mistakes, and they just kept winning the ball off Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? Because they pressing them, but Arsenal scored from nothing. It was a simple pass. Like Partey just got the ball, chipped it over the top, Saka doing Saka things, and Lloris just done a howler. I'm telling man that the chance before that, Lloris done a howler, and Nketiah nearly scored. It was just howlers after howlers. But in terms of the football, like playing an Odegaard, well taking goal, whatever. But again, come on, man. Lloris, you know what I'm saying, Dre? But when you think about Ramsdale and the saves he had to make, yeah, like you think about the game on the whole, innit? Like, come on, man. Like Sessegnon was through and goal, bro. One on one with the goalie. Like Kane and that, the header. Kane, the shot outside the box. Think about it, Dre. Son going over the top from close range. They had chances, bro. Tottenham played better second half. But overall, Arsenal was a better team, innit? Top team, they score goals, bro. They kill you, innit? You know what I'm saying? They got quality, man. Odegaard and them, man, there. You know what I'm saying? But Conte's there, man, until the end of the season, man. Tottenham's just their second half team, man. They can only come out of their shell when they're down, innit? Unfortunately.
And that's got to be on the manager because I don't get it. Who tells their team to do that other than the manager?
Manager, innit? Yeah, you get a point.
It's weird.
He needs to go for the 3 points from the get-go, innit?
Too defensive, man. And
yeah, man.
If you ain't got the players to play defensively, then you need to attack or defend from the front. Take the shackles off, man. Let Tottenham play football. Because when they play football, as it shows in the second half of most games, they play football, bro. I think the only team they ain't turned up in the second half of the game this season is Man United, isn't it?
Yeah, that they can get at you when they go out. You know what I'm saying? And be adventurous, be expansive. When they try and attack, they can attack, bro. They can score goals. They got Harry Kane, man. Son, Kulusevski. They got players that can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Richarlison coming off the bench. They got ballers. So that is a valid point. Is Conte still going to be there, you know, when you look at it? Because they've got a good team, you know, Tom. You know what I mean? And
exactly. You take some of their midfielders out, you could put them in the United team, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They got a good team. It's just
I'll take Kulusevski.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just the defense.
Eric Dyer. The fact that he's even in the defense to begin with. And when you got a goalkeeper, I've said for years, Hugo Lloris is shit. That he's crap. He's got those mistakes in him, you know. That's terrible, bro. The ball weren't even going close to going in.
I think he's retired, you know, from France. It's like he knew. He's crept into his game now, mistakes, Dre, like you said. He's even done it in the World Cup final, which they won.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's an imprint of his game now. It's a trademark. You know what that was? It's becoming too regular now. You know what I'm saying?
That's that for that. Very good weekend of derby football. Special shout out to El Clasico as well. Real Madrid got pumped yesterday by Barcelona 3-0, but we'll leave that one alone. Let's get to the weekend's games. We'll start with Friday night. Aston Villa 2, Leeds 1. I watched that game. Leeds were unlucky. Leeds were very unlucky. They played ball. But Oh well, lost 2-1. Emery, another victory. I think he's only lost once since he's been manager of Villa. I think that was against Liverpool. They're moving up the league. Let's get into this one. Brighton 3, Liverpool 0. Who wants to lead off with this one? Another defeat for Liverpool. I don't know what to ask here. Are Liverpool done? Is that it? Time to fully rebuild now.
Like I
I
said,
think that.
Klopp's gonna get sacked, but no one believes me. Said it, and I'm still saying it. Klopp's gonna get the sack. Everyone's saying he's gonna walk, but I think it's gonna get so drastic here that he's gonna get sacked, bro. Seriously.
9th in the Premier League.
3-0 from
Wow.
thumped. Got thumped.
Danny Welbeck scored a goal that he scored in the cages. In your local cages, bare man scored them goals that Danny Welbeck scored, bro.
What did
Literally,
he do?
I'm joking. My man flicked it over Joe Gomez's head, who's still looking at Tesco's to see where's my meal doing that. And my man licked it on the volley.
Pick that out the net, Allison.
And then had the audacity to do the Rashford celebration and said, "That's for you, Rashford."
I know it. Made in Manchester. Hold on. No, Dre. He's saying made in Manchester. That's thank you. It's one over them. Come on, lads. Made in Manchester. One over them. You know what? Don't want to say it, but yeah, you know. But yeah.
I've been saying all season, Liverpool look terrible. You've seen it now. I'm not even gonna lie. They look worse than Chelsea. No one's because all the heat's on Chelsea because they're doing madness with transfers or whatever, and Potter's inexperienced.
Mate, I'm not cutting you, but pump your brakes. We get to Chelsea later.
We'll get to Chelsea in a minute.
They're in a puddle at the moment.
If Chelsea in a puddle, Liverpool are in a bloody Antarctica, bro. Antarctica Ocean, bro. What you have to realise, it was only 6 months ago, Liverpool were fighting on 4 fronts.
Yep.
Now they can't even keep their front door locked, bro. Like they're terrible right now.
They're leaking goals, like, you know what I mean?
They are terrible.
Leaking goals.
Absolutely terrible.
It's not
they should have lost in the FA Cup last weekend, but I don't know. They didn't have enough cameras.
I know that was a bit, yeah. There's a replay. You got a replay coming up anyway.
Yeah,
man.
tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, hey, don't be surprised if Chelsea leave Anfield with the W. That's what I'm going to say. Because no matter how Chelsea look bad, they're not getting pumped the way Liverpool are getting pumped. That's what I'm going to say.
I agree.
Terrible.
I agree.
Terrible. But yeah, you say Klopp's going to get sacked. I said it from the get. I think Potter's going to outlast Klopp. I think Klopp is either going to get sacked or they're going to tell him to walk at the end of the season. God, boy, if someone loses that game on Saturday, it's peak. They could be in the bottom half of the league.
There you go, man. So I know Klopp's getting sacked because, like you said, Potter's under pressure as well. That's football. That's the beauty of it. That's why this game is going to be a classic. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, it's El Sacico, boy. I'm telling you, bro. Whoever loses that bottom half, because see these teams these days, they're not playing about. I told man, the Brentford, the Fulhams, they're not messing about. They're sticking around, mate. You better win your games, mate. Because if you lose your games, you know that.
If you don't win your games, boy.
All right. They're sticking around, you know. Brighton's and that. Yeah.
Credit to Brighton because they lost Potter and they've become a better team. They're scoring goals. They look an absolute threat.
In it, they're a threat now.
Kudos. And going to the Amex is not easy. It's not easy. That place now, Brighton are a team to be feared of now. I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak a little Europa Conference League spot, you know.
I rate the manager as well. He dropped what's his name?
Trossard told man, yeah, you can go.
Yeah.
He's out contracted in the season, isn't it?
Yeah, man, dropped him.
And you know what it is, and you know what clubs are recognizing now, yeah? They're looking at players' characters, isn't it? So they're saying if you're moving like that at Brighton, we don't want you. Because what? No one's coming for Trossard, bro. A cheeky £12 million bid. No one's coming for him. So, hey, kudos to De Zerbi. He's done well. I think they lost their first 3 games. And people were talking about him like he's not good enough, but they've turned it around. Brighton are currently in the league. They are 7th. A point behind Fulham. We'll talk about them later. We'll get to them in a minute. But let's get to the other side of the Mersey. If you think it's bad at Liverpool, just go across Stanley Park and see how bad it is down at Everton, mate. In the bottom 3, booed off the pitch. The board told not to come to the game in fear for their safety. They lost to the bottom team in Southampton. Everton won Southampton 2. Do you think Frank Lampard's getting away with it? Or we should give the guy sympathy for where Everton are?
I think he's getting away with it, but I don't know why. You know what I mean? Because it's not like he's got any credentials. I mean, there's like managers out there that they can go and get, right? Even a Sean Dyche just to come steady up the ship, bro. You get me? Just say until the end of the season, sign a little contract. If you stay up, then, you know, we'll keep you until the summer. Something like that with a manager who's got a bit of experience. Because he even just scraped them getting out of relegation last season as well. So it's not like, you know what I mean, there's any confidence there that he's going to get them out the hole that they're in. So I believe he's getting away with it. But I don't know. I just don't know why.
What say you, Ronaldo?
I think that's it for Lamps, you know. He's trying his best to steady the ship, but he can't, man. His marquee signing is in Turkey. Can't even get in the team, bro. That just sums it up. Man got Neil Mopey. What the hell? Bro, you need to score goals. Neil Mopey, yeah, is the reason why Brighton's scoring goals now. Because Potter had these men up top. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Yeah. There's a lot of people. Oh, Mopey score goals. Score what goals, bro? That man ain't scoring no goals. You know what I'm saying? So, Lamps is just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I support young English managers trying to manage, but I think it's just that it's just a bigger job's too big for him. And the more he gets pressured, you know what I'm saying? He just, how can you lose to Nathan Jones, bro? Like, come on, man. At home as well. And you know the fans are going to protest. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? You got to at least tell the team, you know what? Go out there today. Represent the club. Don't let yourselves down. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Southampton struggling. They ain't won in how many games? Nathan Jones' first win in the Premier League. Yeah, I know they beat City in the cup. They're in a bit of a high, but come on, Lamps, man. You got to get a result on the day of the protest. At least a draw. You can't lose the game. So I think his days are numbered, man. Lamps is finished.
You know what? I don't think they're going to sack him. Because I think if they sack him, the fans are going to go riot. They're going to absolutely riot if they sack Lampard, isn't it? But
you think he's got the support of the fans, though? But he gets booed every home game.
I think the anger's more aimed towards the board. I do think they have sympathy with him. But I just feel like because they've got so much anger towards the board, they're letting Lampard get off the hook, innit? Like, he's not good. The squad of players he have are not good, but they're not shit. They're not 19th in the Premier League. You look at teams that are above Everton, like Bournemouth, Leeds, just about Leeds now. Forest, could even maybe slap a Leicester in there. Like, there's other teams in the league that have worse squads than Everton. How are you 19th in the Premier League? You've won the least amount of games of every team in the league. You've scored the least amount of goals of every team in the league. It's the manager. It's absolutely the manager. Like, Calvert-Lewin's been fit for a little bit of time now. When's the last time he scored a goal? Like, you're trying to defend with like Connor Cody. There's a reason why Wolves got rid of Connor Cody, you know. There's a reason why Burnley were happy to let go of Tarkowski, bro. They're crap. I don't understand what's going on there. Like, Lampard's getting away with it big time. Like Skervin said, he ain't got no credentials. He ain't got no credit in the bank to make you think he can get you out of it. Give it to Sean Dyche to the end of the season, or even bring back Allardyce, bro.
Yeah, for real. Bring back Big Sam.
Stay in the league, bro, and then look to go get another manager in the summer. But Lampard should just be on the BT Sports sofa, bro, on Saturdays and that. Just chill out, relax. He's not a manager. He's proven he's not a manager. Where's he had success at? Derby, couldn't even get them promoted. Then managed to get the Chelsea job. Got top four, playing in front of no fans, then got sacked, and the next manager that came in with that exact team he got sacked with at Chelsea went and won the Champions League. Come to Everton, you turned them from mid-table to a relegation battle, kept them up, and now you're in another relegation battle again. Get out of here, man. It's because he's friends with people in the media why he's getting away with it, to be honest. Because if it was any other manager, he would have been sacked. It is what it is with Super Frank. They are now 19th in the league, level on points with Southampton. Another team that's in the mix, that's struggling. Leicester, they lost 2-0 at Nottingham Forest. Football Heritage, Nottingham Forest, they're up to 13th in the league now. Are we saying they're going to stay up, or is this just a little run of form before they get sucked back in?
Too early to say, but they're on a good run of form. And like you said, Football Heritage, it's working for them. Yeah, I hope it continues, man. I hope they manage to stay up. I think they got players good enough for them to do the job. So yeah,
they've had a good week. Semi-finals of the Carabao Cup they've reached. And good win over their East Midlands rivals. Special shout out to Brennan Johnson and Morgan Gibbs-White, two very good players showing up for Forest. On the flip side, though, Leicester, another defeat. That's 4 in a row since coming back from the World Cup. Ronaldo, is it time for Rodgers to go, or does he manage to somehow see it out to the end of the season?
Boy, he's got a bit of credit in the bank, innit? He got them that FA Cup, but he's definitely in the relegation battle. Definitely. When you're losing to Forest and they go above you, you know what I'm saying? You're definitely in a relegation battle. I thought they turned a corner at one point, but I don't know. Leicester's like a different team turning up every week. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I think he should leave. I think that's it. But who did they get? Who's out there that's better that's going to go at Leicester in this position? Position they was in before, it was more attractive. They just won the league. They won the FA Cup now. I think they stick with Rodgers, innit? I think they see it out with him. Definitely. It's got a bit of credit in the back.
Do you think it's a case of a lot of players that don't want to be there are still there? And it's like
that's the thing, innit? They've cut the budget to the team, so he has to get players on a budget, even though he's still selling players like Fofana for like ridiculous money. He's not allowed to spend that money for some reason or whatever. But when you think about team investment, I think that's the reason why he's still there. Because he was a part of the project, so he has to see it through. Like, he knew he wasn't going to be able to sign players like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of whatever reason we can't get into. But yeah, man. I think that's the only reason why they see it through with him, because of the trophy in the bank. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Fair point. Leicester are now down to 17th off that defeat. Like you said, Forest up to 13th. Back to the rest of the weekend. Cool. Mate, if Super Frank's under pressure, then what is David Moyes? Because they're now in the bottom three, West Ham, level on points with Everton and Southampton. They lost at Wolves 1-0. They couldn't even do it for David Gold, bro. It's surely it must be a matter of time before Moyes loses his job, because this is poor. The drop off is crazy.
Hey, guess who played in midfield? West Ham.
Okay. Oh. Hey, we have to create a little section on the show called, what's it? Susek Watch. Thomas Suchek Watch. Skervin, take us away, mate.
no, last Susek, right? What's wrong with you?
How was his performance against Wolves?
Right.
I thought he was back in the team. He started for West Ham.
Right now, he's in a bad vein of form at the minute, and so is the team. So, you know, it affects what transpired at the weekend. You get me?
Fair enough. Another defeat. Hey, West Ham though. Do you think the only thing keeping Moyes in the job must be the Europa Conference League runner-up?
I fully agree on that one, 100%, because their form's been atrocious. They like 15 points. Like you said, if Lamps is under pressure, what's Moyes? He's a more experienced manager. He's been brought in to do a job, innit? Got them into Europa League last season, and now he's in relegation battle. Typical David.
They've gone from 7th to 18th. That's mad.
That is mad.
Trey, can I just make a point quick now that we're touching on West Ham? Yeah? See, when I say players on form are like Jared Bowen, innit? See the man last season, yeah. People was talking about it. Like, this guy Bowen, I'll take him at Chelsea. I'll take him at Liverpool. I'll take him, brother. He's man. He's man around form, bro. It's not gonna be like this every season. Yeah, bro. This look now, where is he? Missing. You know, it's a shadow of the player last season. Man can't even buy a goal, but if you pay the keeper 300 back, keeper,
the fact,
you know what I mean?
The fact that he was even linked with getting a chance in that World Cup squad is ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous.
That's form, bro. Class is permanent, lads. Don't get it twisted. You know, there's ball in
fact, also, they've got... I didn't even know Paqueta played for West Ham until the other day. So I saw the match of the day. On my life, he started for Brazil at the WorldP.
Yeah, bro. He came to replace Suchek, bro. But
even the Scamacca, the Italian striker, he was bagging in goals last season, bro. Not scored a lick with bloody David Moyes and that. I think his time's up. I think because that board don't like sacking managers, though, it might have to get to a real desperate situation. They might have to be bottom of the league, and then Moyes might lose his job, you know.
I swear one of their owners died.
He's bottom of the league. Hold on, pal. They're bottom of the league.
No, they're level on points with Southampton, isn't it? Worst
they're all bottom of the league. Yeah, they're all bottom of the league. It's just cool, different.
Mate, position, isn't it?
I understand what you're saying, but they all
about bottom of the league, yeah. That's bad, you know.
Exactly. I get what you're saying, Dre, yeah, but when you think about it, Nathan Jones at the bottom of the league on 15 points, the same points of David Moyes and Frank Lampard. Nathan Jones, bro, championship manager. Like, come on. You know what I mean?
No,
That's a joke.
no, it's true. You know, my man, look where he come from. Stoke, innit? Was it Stoke?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, look where Stoke are in the Championship.
That's my point, bro. That's what I
They're
mean.
fighting to stay up.
So,
David
how did
Moyes.
he get that job, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Southampton, I don't know what's going on there. The thing is, yeah, they've lost so many people, like scouting their directors and this and that. You know what I'm
They're in
saying?
the
The club,
shambles. They are in
yeah,
the
man, the
shambles
club's
still.
lost out on so much
Chelsea
young
have poached
talent.
everyone, bro.
Yeah, like it's chaos for them right now. They have to do a bit of rebuilding behind the board. So I think they're just getting ready for the championship. You know, they're getting ready to go down and rebuild, I think.
Moving on. Brentford 2, Bournemouth 0. That was the late game on Saturday. Brentford are now up to 8th. Well, staying 8th in the league. Routine win. Bournemouth drop points. I don't think we need to really talk about that. Too tough, do we? No? Sunday's games are. Let's get to another manager that was under pressure at the start of the weekend. Maybe still under pressure now. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0. First win in how I don't even know how many games it is for Potter. First win in 9? Second win in 9? Who knows? Well, it kind of eases off the pressure for Chelsea a bit. They've announced the signing of Mudryk. We'll get to that in a minute. But what's your thoughts on the win for Chelsea? Is this going to possibly be the start of a little run, or is it just one win and the bad run's going to continue? I'll start with Ronaldo because you are on Harry Potter watch.
It's a good win for Chelsea. Let's be fair, lads. They've been in a rut at the moment. So to get a win, it's always good. They can build from there. But in terms of kicking on, the next game is at Liverpool. Like, come on, man, just be real. Liverpool need the points. You know what I mean? They need points right now. So Chelsea coming to town is you know what I mean? That's another challenge for Potter. Looking at it from a Chelsea perspective, it's about time Potter goes to a team, like a proper team, and win. He hasn't done that yet as a Chelsea manager. Like, he hasn't done anything. You know what I mean? Like stand out.
I'm just gonna sorry to cut you there. I'm just gonna throw this stat out as well. Chelsea have not beaten anyone in the top half of the Premier League this season.
There you go. The numbers don't lie. That's what I mean. Potter hasn't done anything. So looking at it from their perspective, they're thinking, can Harry Potter take this team, Chelsea team there and win? I'm not going to say a lot of Chelsea fans are confident at the moment, but with the players coming through the door, they might be quietly confident, but I think Liverpool wins that game. Just saying. From a Chelsea perspective, I don't know if they've turned the corner. I see another loss on the cards. That's just my opinion, but they need to push on. Chelsea's a big club. They're a big team. They got players. They need to push on. They need to be challenging for the title. They didn't even mention top 4. Top 4 should be a given for the size of the club, Chelsea. Like, they've spent over $500 million. You know what I'm saying?
That's mad.
On the team, bro. That's not to be challenging for Europe and, you know what I'm saying, Conference League and that. You know what I'm saying? That's titles and, you know what I'm saying, Champions League and that. So I don't think they've turned the corner until they've changed their manager. I just think this is too much for Potter. You know what I'm saying? Like, we think it's intense now. It's going to get even more intense as the games get less and less, and you need to finish in the correct position. And the games are running out, and they coming thick and fast. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, I think it's going to be a bit too much for him. But pressure makes diamonds, innit? Let's see how he comes out at the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Fair play. Skervin, what say you? Do you think this is a turn in the road for Potter? Or
No, I don't think so at all. I think this is just like easy game for them to run through and get a little 3 points. But like it said, Liverpool next. I doubt Liverpool are gonna lose to them. To be fair, like I was saying earlier, I don't agree that Chelsea are in a better position than Liverpool at the minute. I really do think Liverpool in a better position. So I think they'll run through Chelsea. To be fair. But yeah, and with Potter, I don't believe these players like will have the confidence and belief in him. Like you got a man like Kovacic and all these players, Jorginho, they're turning to him and looking like raw. You ain't been here like with us, like winning trophies and all these things. Like you ain't won nothing, innit? So like the confidence, you can see it on him on the bench as well, man. You can see all the stress in his eyes and everything stuff. Man looks like an old man. He looks like an old man now, you get me? So I don't think it's the right thing. Chelsea on the right stepping stones, to be fair.
All right. It's interesting because Liverpool and Chelsea both on 28 points, both 9th and 10th in the league. Chelsea have only got a +1 goal difference, which is crazy. Liverpool have a +9 goal difference, but that 9 goals was basically Bournemouth, where they slapped them 9-0. So literally their goal difference is 0. So they're both in the same spot to me. I think the reason why I say Chelsea in a better spot than Liverpool, because Chelsea is spending money. They're buying players. Even if it ain't Potter, the next manager's got a decent enough, a very good squad to work with. Liverpool are just basically working off crumbs. Whatever they can put together to try and do something, that's what Liverpool are working with, isn't it? Because Klopp's run them into the ground. But big game, huge game on Saturday. That literally could be El Sapico, isn't it? The other game on Sunday, Newcastle 1, Fulham 0. Some people say there's controversy behind the Mitrovic penalty. What say you, Ronaldo? Because you had a lot to say about Mitrovic and the penalty. Do you think that penalty should have been retaken?
Yeah, definitely. Because it's a sport, it's a game. I don't see the advantage of like when you write rules and when things are written, it's not supposed to like how can I say like bring the game into to disrepute in my eyes because he slipped. So that should have been retaken. It's not like the rules there to prevent you from passing to yourself, basically. So you can't touch it and set yourself up. You know what I mean? Like play. It's a penalty kick in it. You have to kick it once. You can only make contact with the ball once. I agree. But the rule is not there to say if a player slip. What's the advantage? It's not a penalty no more. You slipped, bro. You get my point. Like I can understand. Like yeah, go on.
But whose fault is it that he slipped other than Mitrovic?
It's the turf. It could be anything. He slipped, so he hit the ball twice. It should be retaken, bro. You know what I mean? And he scored as well. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do? You give the goal. You can't disallow it. You know what I mean? Like you gotta let him retake the penalty. It's like if the keeper comes off his line and you've scored. It's not the penalty taker's fault that the keeper. You know what I'm saying? Like these rules, you know what I mean? The rules there so the keeper can't walk towards the ball and just smother it. You get what I mean, Dre? So it's technical, man. For me, I think it should have been a retake, bro, because there was no advantage to Fulham from that.
So
you know
John Terry should have retaken his penalty in the Champions League final that he missed.
But then again, they said he kicked it once, innit? You know what I mean? So,
I think if
football changed as well, lads. Let's be real. Football's changed as well. The rules been rewritten as we know, and you know what I mean.
At the day, it says no, you can't touch it twice. You touch it twice. It's unlucky. It's unfortunate. So I don't think you should have a chance to retake it. your chances to take one penalty in it. You didn't have to run up like that. You could have just taken one little step and then smashed it in it.
So, Joe, you're telling me then it's all right for the keeper, to go and stamp, like they used to do back in the day. The old school.
They all do it.
All
They all do it.
of that.
If you see him do it, then
that's my point. So
wait.
He has
Mitrovic has the opportunity to go look at the spot and fix the exact area that my man tried to tamper with.
It's an unfair advantage, though, isn't it? I imagine the referee gave a goalie a red card for that. You get what I mean? It's bringing the game into disrepute. Yeah, go on, bro.
Even if man messes with the penalty spot, my man still has the advantage, Mitrovic, because it's harder to miss a penalty than to score it. Like, you have the whole goal to aim at. You have a runner. The goalkeeper can't do that. He has to stay on his line. It's the whole is what it is. It's unfortunate because I feel like if he had scored that penalty, Fulham would have won the game. But swings and roundabouts, mate.
Nah, retake for me, pal. I hear your point, though. I agree with your point, but for me, retake because he scored. See, if he missed Dre and it trickled to the goalie, then I can understand. He scored. You cannot disallow the goal and not give a retake. That was my perspective on that point. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, bro.
Hey. Yeah, that rounds up the weekend action. Let's get to some transfer news. The biggest one that was over the weekend. Mudryk, who seemed like he was going to Arsenal, somehow ended up at Stamford Bridge on Sunday. Don't know if he was kidnapped or I don't know, but £88.5 million for Mudryk. Lads, what's your thoughts on the transfer? And do you think Chelsea overpaid?
Definitely. That's a lot of money. And what a contract that he signed, like 8.5 year contract. A year contract. That's a lot of years, mate. That's like you said, that's a prison sentence, bro. And he's stuck there for a lot of years now. Wow. It's a gamble. It's a talent. But it's a lot of money, man. This Chelsea owner is just splashing cash like no one's business. Is it gonna work out? Time will tell, innit? We'll see.
What say you, Ronaldo?
Bro, it's just that the same thing keeps coming up. I check my inbox, it's the same thing keeps coming up. Arsenal fans, they're upset. They're saying it's like there's no scouts down at Stamford Bridge or something, bro. As soon as Arsenal want to play, Chelsea just comes in with the big cash and just swoop in and take the player. Like, they're like, what's going on with their scouting system? It's like they just wait and see whoever's on a player or whatever player's been touted about, and they just go out and get them. And I'm starting to see like a bit of truth in that. You know what I'm saying? Because Modric wasn't the option before. It was Enzo. And then from Enzo to Modric to, you know what I'm saying? They're all over the place. The recruitment surely ain't structured. But good luck for the lad. He's 22 years old. He's got a contract that's worth 200 million. You know what I mean? Like, his club's going to get up to 100 mil if you perform and hit the targets, and you get paid out like 100 mil over them 8.5 years. A crazy contract, but you know what I mean? Like, that's a contract you sign. You're guaranteed 100 and something million over 8 years. Like, 22 years old. You know what I mean? Coming from Ukraine, he's got a bit of talent though. This kid, he's not rubbish. He's not. I wouldn't say he's world class, or he's. I don't know, because I've seen a lot of players like him, and they come and they give you 1-2 good season and then they disappear. But let's see, innit? The jury's out on him. But has he got talent? Yeah. Is he a baller? Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. But is he worth that money? I'm not sure. that's when the question marks started to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shakhtar was saying that because Anthony went for 85 million, and Mudryk wasn't going for a penny less. Also, Arsenal offered him £40,000 a week, and then Chelsea offered him £125,000 a week. If you're from a war-torn country, I'm not gonna lie, I know where I'm going, and I'm taking 125,000 a week straight. That to me seems like a money grab from him, his agents, and I don't blame them. That money can get his whole family out of Ukraine, maybe even extended family out of Ukraine, and they can live a better life here. Player wise, we'll see in it. We'll see. These players that do well in these obscure leagues and then get big money moves, they never really hit the heights straight away. And for £88.5 million, you've got to hit the ground running straight away, especially with this Chelsea team now. They need all the help they can get. It's going to be a lot. But what I've noticed with these Chelsea signings, they're all young. They are all young. It's like they're building towards the future. So it seems like this summer, Ziyech, Pulisic, Kovacic, Sterling, Jorginho, all these men are gone. But I don't know what or how much Bowley thinks he's going to get for these guys, because probably you ain't going to get 50 million for Sterling. So I don't know, but it seems like Chelsea are planning for a little rebuild coming up this summer, and Bear Deadwood are definitely going to be gone. Or maybe they've been told they're going to leave this summer anyway, and maybe that's why they're not playing that well. But who knows? Other transfer news: Manchester United have been linked with Yuri Tillemans on a cut price deal. Do you lads think that's a good move for United?
Yeah. Why not? We need bodies. Got to show ambition. Got to challenge for the title now, man. 9 points. You know what I mean? Come into the squad, give the squad a lift. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. I need bodies, innit? So, yeah, that'll be a good sign to me. Definitely.
Cool. And also, Arsenal have been linked with Rafinha. The Barcelona Rafinha. He's hardly getting any sort of game time at Barcelona. Do you think that could be a move that could push them over the line and wrap up the title for them?
Is he that good to come in and have that impact?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
He was all right when he was at Leeds, but I don't think he'll have that instant impact. That it never even worked out for him at Barca. So I think he started like 7 games. You said something like that. Yeah, I don't. And to be fair as well, like he basically turned down Arsenal to go to Barca.
That's true.
Do you get me? So we'll see in it.
Well, regarding that, he put a statement out. He said he just won a trophy, the Super Cup, at the weekend, 3-1. They meet Madrid. He said he's at this huge club. He's lifted his first trophy. Should be the first of many to come. He ain't leaving Barca, but if Arsenal was to secure that deal, yeah, definitely that'll push them over the edge, bro. That's at least 10.
You know what? I see he's a good player, but I've never seen all this hype around him. I've never gotten it.
He's a baller still. Direct. He's effective. He's better than Martinelli, bro. So if Martinelli's shining like that, then come on. You know what I mean?
Think he's better than Martinelli.
Me neither.
I think Martinelli's underrated.
Martinelli's a good baller, but Rafinha is a different kettle of fish, bro. It's different. stuff in his locker. Like he's a baller, man. 100%. If Arsenal can get him, which I think would be difficult, because Xavi's not letting go of him. They're top of the league, mate. They just beat Madrid, won a trophy. Like, people think, yeah, they're coming to Manchester soon, so we'll see about Rafinha and stuff like that.
You don't even get game time, so you probably won't even see Manchester. They'll probably leave him behind.
You never know, mate. Xavi's technically, he comes to England, he'll play him. I know he loves Dembele, but he'll play him. I know he loves Dembele.
See.
Yeah,
one final piece of transfer news to talk about. Leandro Trossard had a little spat with the manager. Kudos to Roberto De Zerbi for putting him in his place. He's put him on a transfer market, so you're not playing for Brighton again. He's available for £12 million. Are you surprised no team has come in for him?
After his actions, no, innit? Because what team after hearing what he's done is gonna want to take a gamble on him, innit? But he's a good player still. I rate it. I think he's a good little player. But yeah. 12 million is still.
You take a punt, innit? Definitely. Even the United should take a punt at 12 million. We need bodies through the door. We need players.
We might as well wait till the end of the season when he's out of contract.
But I get what you mean. But lads, think about it. The players scored a hat-trick the last time out against Liverpool. I know he had a spat with the manager, but it goes both ways, innit? I'm just putting the balance in there. The manager's right. After training, they had an incident happen and he didn't like his attitude. After that, he just left the training session. So he thinks he's bigger than the team. So the manager has to show him, you're not bigger than the team. We beat Liverpool 3-0 without you. So now the team's moved on past you now. So when the manager came in, he was the top scorer. He was the guy, like that. So he's walking around like he's the dog's bollocks. But this is what top managers do. It's reminiscence. The same thing with Ten Hag and Cristiano Ronaldo. Top scorer, Ten Hag walk in. You think you're the man. Like, no, I'm the man. Arteta, it's the same. They all cut from the same cloth. Aubameyang. No, you think you're the man. I'm the man. Like that. Before Arteta walked into Arsenal, he was the man. Aubameyang. Like that. That's how football is. So it's similar at Brighton now. He's showing Trossard. It's either you're gonna fall in line or you keep it moving, bro. You're out of contract. Like that. Like, I'll build a team away from you. So Trossard's gone. His days are numbered at Brighton. You probably leave for a free trade if someone don't get him in Germany or somewhere. You know what I mean? But I think United should go for him, secretly. Because I think he would chill on the bench, like give us a dozen good games, like that. When we need him, what I'm saying?
I'd rather go from Memphis to Power, bro. But
this guy in Atletico, Power. Yeah, man. He plays Felix.
It is what it is. It's interesting. We're halfway through the transfer window, so got about 15 days left to go. I think there will be a few more transfers happening before the end of the window. We'll see who goes where. Now let's get to the week coming ahead. I think we're all in agreement that United should beat Palace on Wednesday. Man City play Tottenham on Thursday. Not really going to talk about that too tough. We're going to get to the weekend's games. We're going to start with the biggest game of the weekend. We're going to give this the time it needs and the time it deserves to be talking about. Arsenal versus Manchester United, the original Premier League rivalry. This is football heritage, mate. This is El Twittico, as some people like to call it. Where do you think the game's going to be won and lost on Sunday?
Skirt.
Yo.
You said.
Where's it going to be won and lost?
You know what I'm going to say where the game's going to be won, Dre. You already know. So I'm just saying, Skev's point of view. You know, Rashi's the man, Dre. Come on, Dre. Feel
Yeah,
me?
but also we got to deal with a man like Partey as well. I think he's got to go with the same team that he's played Man City with at the weekend. I think if he plays that team, we win the game.
I agree, man. Play the same exact way, set up exactly the same way,
Mm.
and go again, mate. Like
So we lot
Martial,
playing Fred in there, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Have him running, have him chase Odegaard all over the pitch, bro. Run him out of North
Mm.
London, bro. Run
Fair
him out
play.
of North London. I'm not sure with starting Luke Shaw at centre back. I'm not gonna lie. I would move him out to left back and bring in Martinez, just because it's away from home. I don't trust Malacia away from home, bro. The last
I'd
time he
want
played a big game away from home, he shrunk like a bloody what do you call them things that grow in the ground? Bloody fucking what do you call it? Um, whatever you call it. He shrunk like a fucking mouse at the Etihad, bro. What's it? Emirates is going to be on fire. They're going to be ready. It's going to be like a cauldron stepping into the Emirates on Sunday, and then Arsenal are going to start fast. But last year, knowing him will probably pick up an early yellow card and will lose his head. It's important you've got experienced pros on that pitch on Sunday. Drop Malacia, put Luke Shaw left back, bring in Martinez. And I'll start, what's his name again as well? Wan-Bissaka. And just, yeah. Give me what you gave to Foden to bloody Martinelli. And I think we can get a result. Who do you think are going to be the match winners for? I know Ronaldo's going to say Rashford. I thought we were all going to say Rashford, but outside of Rashford, who do you think the match winners will be for you?
I can just say who I'm looking to impress me. Bruno Fernandes, Christian
Yeah,
Eriksen.
they got to have good games.
You know what I mean? Because see that midfield three of Arsenal, yeah, that's where Arsenal built from, innit? So I agree with the Fred decision. That's why I ask you lot, because a lot of people don't like Fred, innit? But I agree with the Fred decision to play Fred at Arsenal because he's going to be needed. Because Eriksen ain't for the, he's a class footballer, but he ain't for the you know what I mean, the rugged bit. I see him for Grealish though. I see him.
He can't even play 90 minutes, bro.
We've got to have a job on Partey as well.
To be fair to Eriksen, I see him trying, and I see the foul on Grealish for the yellow card. Yeah, so I know Ten Hag's talking to him. Don't cruise through games. Come on, Christian, take a foul, man. Make a foul play. You know, like the managers, they get onto you. You know, they're like, nah, you're too clean, man. You're too tiny. Give me a yellow card. You know that, Jake? Because when you think about it, Eriksen, come on, like, he needs to get in amongst it. So I need a big game from Eriksen, Bruno, Casemiro is expected anyway. You know what I mean? So I'm Fred, Bruno, and Eriksen. Definitely have to turn up because Partey, Xhaka, and Odegaard will turn up. Tell you that for a fact, man. And worse, we got that Palace game in between. Thrown in at the last minute.
I think it's one of those you're hoping that we come out of that Palace game unscathed.
I think that game's going to end like, we'll get to the predictions in a minute, but I think that game's going to be squad plays, you know. I think you might see AG out there from the start, Langer and that. Seriously, I really do. But yeah, man.
We'll see. Let's get to predictions now. Who wants to go first?
2-0 United.
Ooh.
Saying clean sheet at the Emirates. Aye, woof. Title talk. Title talk. Sound like scary, real mate. Come on. Hey, 2-0 at the Emirates, that's it. I'm telling you, man. It's our title, Jay. See, if we leave the Emirates, you see, I already said it. If we leave out of these 3 games with 9 points, I'm bouncy. No one can talk to me no more. My team's winning the trophy, bro. I think I'm joking, Jay. Like, I'm telling, man. The tricky game is Palace, innit? Because we have to rest players. We have to rest players. Have to. Arsenal ain't got a game until they play us, so we have to rest players, 100%. So for me, the more tricky is how we navigate through Palace, innit? You know what I mean? How we navigate through that game.
I don't think that Palace game is going to be as difficult as people are making it out to be. Palace are in a real rut at the moment.
No, it's not difficult if you play our first 11, but I don't think the manager will play our
I think he'll play a pretty strong team. I think there'll probably be 1 or 2 changes from the weekend. I think he's more likely to try and get as much as he can out of the team for the Palace and Arsenal game, and then rest players for Forest in the Cup. I think we've got Reading the week off. Well, next Saturday, FA Cup, yeah? There's enough time to rest next week. This week, everyone's got to be in the trenches. Grind it out. I think possibly Garnacho. I think Weghorst might get a run out. Me personally, I'd rest Christian Eriksen, but I don't think he can afford to. I think Martinez comes in against Palace, possibly Dallo, but that's about it. I don't think maximum probably 3 changes, but it's this week. Everyone's got to just be in the trenches and then rest players next week, to be honest. But
yeah, personally, not cutting you, bro. I see Harry Maguire coming in, Lindelof coming in, Dallo coming in. Seriously, personally, that's why Scott McTominay coming in. I see the manager going for the title, Jay.
We're gonna lose.
No, we're not gonna lose.
We're gonna win the game
off the bench.
Play. I don't think you're understanding who you're saying is coming into the team. Vicky, Victoria Lindelof, and Slabbard. They're crap.
At the moment, Jay, I've always said, as much as I've hated Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka and even Luke Shaw, they can give us a dozen good games for the season. And this is one of them games. Luke Shaw now, obviously he's in good form, but I'm saying in the past, I've always said it, even when they was playing bad last season under Ralph, Ollie, these guys, they can give us a dozen good games for the season. All they have to do is be ready for when the manager calls on them. And I think Harry Maguire is ready. I think Harry Maguire and Lindelof can win us the game at Palace. That's how we win the title, Drake.
Against Zaha.
Them man forms. Listen, Palace is in the dumps. I watched them against Chelsea.
We lose if we don't get 3 points against Palace. We're not beating Arsenal on Sunday. That's all the momentum gone. I know Ten Hag knows.
Jay, City's taking momentum so much out of the team. If he was to put Rashford out there from the start and that, he might come off, bro. Injured.
He won't play Rashford. He won't start Rashford. But even Bruno Fernandes said it after the game interview on the pitch. He said, "We don't care about City. The next game is Crystal Palace, and that's our focus from tomorrow."
Yeah, facts.
When you're winning, you ain't tired, bro.
I know, Jay, but you got to be the manager. That's why it's called a manager, Jay. So you got to manage the team, Jay. You got to manage the squad. So we'll see.
He does not trust Harry Maguire, bro. Harry Maguire is 5th choice centre back, and that's not even a joke. It goes Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Lindelof, Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire ain't playing no Premier League games.
You know Harry Maguire came on against City, right?
Yeah, to make sure we win the game, bro. That's different. He ain't starting Maguire and Lindelof in a game we need to win. Allow it. No way. Absolutely no way, bro. If he's dumb enough to do that, then you might as well kiss the title goodbye, bro. because we've got bigger games coming up.
Imagine he does that and we win, and then we go to
Then
Arsenal.
we win.
Fresh
Then
squad.
we win. We'll go.
Fresh squad.
Kudos.
That's how you win titles, mate. That's how
But
you win
I
15 games in a row.
What you need to understand, yeah, Ten Hag don't trust everyone in that team, clearly, because he wouldn't be starting Luke Shaw at centre back when you've got 2 fit, able centre backs that could easily come in when Martinez went around, bro.
You see that point you just made? That shows the man's talent as a manager. Remember, I said he was an apprentice in the beginning. You see, Luke Shaw, the form he's on, yeah, he has to be in the team, innit? And you see Malaysia, they're both in form. So you don't want to lose that. It can benefit the team. I love that. You see that management. So you move Luke Shaw across, knowing that if the game gets too intense, you can move Luke Shaw to left back, and the quality hasn't dropped. That's what I like, you know, Dre. See when the change makes, yeah, and the quality stays the same. You get my point, bro. That's why I see he's been winning the league, you know. They will take one man off, put a next man on, the quality don't drop, bro. You know what I'm saying, Jay? It's still the same level. You get what I mean? And you're tired now defending, and a fresh man's on the same level. Oof. You know what I mean? You get my point, my bro. But yeah, credits to Ten Hag, man, for that. That's how I know, yeah, he can navigate through Palace, yeah, with Harry Maguire. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you, bro. Trust me.
Harry Maguire is 5th choice centre back. He ain't starting no more Premier League games, bro.
You saying that's it? He's out of Old Trafford now. He's out of the
He's
club.
gone in the summer.
That's his way out.
110%.
Finished.
He's gone. He's not starting no Premier League games. Do you know how damning it is, yeah? That you
Jay,
come
you know
back from the World Cup and bro, Casemiro even played a game at centre back. He was sitting on the bench.
No, he was ill. He was ill.
Listen, that's damning. That just shows you Lindelof and Maguire need to go in the summer. If a left back that's been cussed for being overweight for years is starting at centre back ahead of you in a big game, Derby, allow it.
Captain.
I don't trust them man there. The captain of the club, bruv. He started one Premier League game in about 4 months, bruv. And you want him to a must-win game. We have to go into that Arsenal game with a win, bruv, to keep momentum going. You want to start Harry Slabhead?
Dre, you got to freshen up the squad, Dre.
Freshen up the squad next Wednesday against Nottingham Forest. This is a week. You've got to be in the trenches, bro.
So you're telling me City never took a lot of our team? A lot of players are carrying knots now.
Hey, it's war. It's war, bro.
I hear you agree. There's man going to be out there like Cassie. These mans are going to be out there ever present, but you can put players around them.
You have to manage it. Like, boom, you take Eriksen out, you play Fred. Cool. If we're winning comfortably, then you take off Casemiro and you might even bring on an Eriksen. It's calm, innit? You know what I mean? If we're winning, well, I don't really like changing the back line during the game, innit? But I don't know. If we're winning a game comfortably, maybe with 5 minutes to go, you take off Varane and you bring on like Slabhead, innit? You know what I mean?
Would you say this is where Ten Hag shows his class and his quality as a manager? Because everyone's saying this is his biggest win so far, beating City. But for me, it was that Liverpool win. That's where the momentum swung. That's where Liverpool season went off the rails. Their season went off the rails from there.
I said, I could tell even from, you know what, it wasn't even that. It was the day after when him and all the players done that 8K run and he done the run with them. I said it, that from then, that's the game changer. They all respect him after that.
Yeah.
Fact, that was a Liverpool game after that when we won. That's when the team galvanized, Jay. You made a valid point there, bro. You galvanized the team there. See, since then we've been playing as a team, playing for each other. You know, there's a lot of man carrying Luke Shaw up the hill and that, fam. You know, when you make the train and that, bro. Slabbing and that. Yeah, come on, Luke, jump on my back, mate. It's
the fact that after that Brentford game, he dropped bare, man. Maguire's never ever come back into the team, but Luke Shaw got dropped. He's realised, boom, all right, Malacia, fuck that, let me up my game. He's upped his game so much that he's keeping a World Cup winner on the bench. And he's not even supposed to be in that position, bro.
True.
You look at Aaron Wan-Bissaka, right back. He was done. He was dusted. Bro, Ten Hag was not even considering man to even be on the bench. Look at him now. What he's done cannot be understated. He's completely galvanized the club and he's got rid of all the toxic man out of the club. Ronaldo gone is the best thing that's happened to Man United. That's the end of all these mercenaries coming to our club, coming for paydays, thinking they can run the dressing room. God knows what was happening at that dressing room a year ago. God knows, with all them idiots like Pogba, Lingard, Cavani, who wants to play whenever he likes in the dressing room. Listen, I'm happy that we've got this man in charge. And I think...
But would you agree, bro? This is when he earns his rights.
Yeah, I've said it. This is the week.
Thank you.
It's all easy. It's all good beating these dead teams, winning 6 games in a row. You earn your name beating these big teams and winning the big games.
Same here. That's how I judge him, Jay. And to be fair to him, he started off on the right track. He's beating City, mate. So kudos, we're behind Ten Hag all the way.
At the end of the day, when the pressure was on him, we put in a performance against Liverpool. We won. Arsenal running rampant, we stuffed Arsenal. Tottenham come, beat Tottenham. We should have beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We got stuffed by City, but they come back to Old Trafford and we beat them. He's won the big games. To me, it's this game on Wednesday, like Skervin said, that I'm more worried about. Like, if we can't get the job done on Wednesday, then I don't see us beating Arsenal on Sunday. They're going to pick us apart. You know what I mean?
This is my point, lads. We're going around. I think the squad's going to rotate for Wednesday and be ready for Sunday. I reckon Sunday we win, personally. But Wednesday, squad rotating, I think we get through the game like a 3-2, 4-2.
I think, yeah, you basically got to try and finish off this game early. Get a cheeky little 2-0 lead early. Get a third early in the second half and then just see out the game. I don't think he can afford to make 5 or 6 changes from the team on Saturday. That would knock out the whole rhythm of the team. You've got a few changes. Like this week, you just got to be in the trenches, bro. If you're tired, you just got to play. Because when you're winning, you don't feel tired, bro. You want the next game to come tomorrow. We beat Palace comfortably. We're going to be rocking going into the Emirates on Sunday. I see us getting 6 points. Fuck it. I see us getting 6 points.
Come on, United. Brother, mate.
I can see it. I can feel it. You know why I can feel it? Because that result on Saturday was different. It was different. You could tell. It was something different about that. And everyone celebrated. Everyone. Like, there was no one sulking that they didn't come on. And they all clapped in front of the Stretford end at the end, bro. I ain't seen that in my lifetime, bro. It's something different. There's a togetherness with this United team that even if we're 2-0 down at the Emirates, I'm not worried, bro. We can get back and at least get a point, bro.
2-0 is a bit tricky, Jay, but I hear you.
There's a fight in this United team. Give us a little bit of hope. Look at City. They were on us, 1-0 down. We got lucky with the offside, whatever. Boom. Like Skervin said, you felt we were going to get another goal. A couple of minutes later, 2-1 United. Let Arsenal give us a sliver of a hope at 1-0. Curtains.
I think this is our biggest test so far.
Palace,
a lot of people are saying that
Palace under the lights on a Wednesday.
I think we can navigate. If we never had Arsenal after Palace, I think we would beat Palace comfortably. But because of the Arsenal game, that's the biggest test for Ten Hag so far. Everyone's saying City. I expected us to win. I said it. I expected a revenge, But see, against Arsenal, I expect Arsenal to be coming in that game with blood in their eyes. They're wounded. They want to make a statement. They've lost. The only game they've lost is to United. So I think it's the game of the season against us and Arsenal. Seriously, I think Arsenal coming into that game confident. They just beat Tottenham. So we need our best players fresh and ready for that game, bro. And I think Ten Hag knows that personally because he's won trophies. He knows how to navigate. I think he knows how to get into the players' heads. Yeah, I think he'll get a team, Jay. Yeah, that's gonna compete against Palace, good enough to win the game. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I think United will win the Premier League, Jay. If they come out of these, bro, I said it the last Monday. I said it on the pod, lads. Yeah, like if we come out of this 9 points, I'm bouncy. No one can't talk to me. My team's winning the Prem. And I'm not giving up. I'm being honest. Just like I said before, Newcastle, the form they're on here, they're going to challenge for the title. I said it. It's the same with United now. They showed me that form here, and I've known this team here is capable of challenging. They just needed a few more bits, and they've got the bits here, which is Sancho. You know what I mean? I ain't going to talk about the other guy because we'll be in there for another hour. You know what I mean? But if we had the other guy, think about it, lads. If we had the other guy, we've got the bits now. Thank you. I told you, we've got the bits now. We've got the bits here. So I know my team here has been to that point before. Arsenal haven't. So this might be the season where they go to that point where they know, wow, we can win the league there. But it never happened. United been there and we lost out to City. So I'm thinking now, yeah, the players know, yeah, we can do this. We've got the players now. You know what I mean? The confidence is there now. We've got Varane, we've got Casemiro. Come on, lads.
It's 9 such points, a shame, yeah.
Bouncy.
It's such a shame, yeah.
Bouncy, bro. 9 points and bouncy.
It's such a shame that we ain't got that guy, you know. Ability-wise. I'm not going to mention his name or what he's done.
That's why I had to bring it up, Jay.
If we had that guy, I'm not lying. I'll be saying we're going to go to the Emirates and slap Arsenal.
You see where I'm coming from?
We have to realize the development of that guy from when we last had him to now was pretty much like a year. Imagine him a year full of football up front under Ten Hag. He'd be banning 20 a season. Easy. Remember, that's a generational talent there we ain't got on our team. You know?
It's finishing capabilities. What's in his locker and that?
Right or left.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you, we'd be top of the league comfortably.
And Sanch as well. Don't forget.
Listen.
People forget Sanch. Like, Sanch is a part of this project. He might not be there now, but he's a part of it. So if Sanch comes back into the team and we got 9 points and we're sitting bouncy, talk to me. And then that other guy gets a, you know what, you know. And he somehow miraculously comes back into the team. Oh my!
I think he's let me not talk too much about it. But
what did you say?
He's on Finney till November 2023, innit? They extended his bail for a year, innit?
He's finished. He's curtains, but we still got Sanch to come back. So it's Prem talk, man. Give me 9 points, Jay. I'm bouncy. Going into Leeds and all these dead teams. I know rivalry and all of that crap. See all these teams. Bro, just get me through this. Coming to London and taking 6 points. Bouncy. I'm telling you, bouncy, bro.
Come on.
Title talk, Jay.
Come on.
My talk, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to put the bit on me. You know, like them thoroughbreds. Oh, the bit. But I'll be talking so much smack here. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it would be a mad thing. But yeah, my bro.
It's a difficult one. School-wise, I think, depends what happens on Wednesday. I'm going to go 2-1 United, you know.
Up the boys.
The same thing that happened against City is going to happen again. They're going to take the lead, Arsenal. They're not going to take their chances. We're going to get a goal back. We're going to win the game. I can see it.
Nah, I'm saying 3-2. I'm saying that Premier League classic. Ooh. I don't know who's going to take the lead. Someone like it's going to swing.
Martin Tyler commentary.
Yeah, man, it's going to swing. I think Arsenal fans are going to, then United, and then, you know, I'm trying to say my guy's going to pop up at the end, you know that celebration made in Manchester. They're going to see it at Emirates. Tell him, man, Trey, trust me, like, this is the year Marcus Rashford gets his flowers, bro. Tell him, man. I already said, I said it during the start of the season. I think this is the year, he cements his
Finish the
footballing.
job.
You know what I mean? I think this is it. It's happening now. This is it. They can't stop him. The only way they stop him is get injured, bro. No
Finish
defense
the
can
job.
stop.
That's what I've got to say to Marcus Rashford, bro. Finish the job. Finish the
Hey,
job.
do you remember what he did to Ben White, bro? The last time we played these guys. Come on, man. You know what I'm trying to say? He's stepping in the Emirates bouncy. You already know he sat Ben White down a few times because he did it at Brighton as well. You know what I mean? So he's not bothered by these guys. He's turned Saliba in and out. Come on, lads. We got this, lads. I'm telling, man, we're a better team than them. We are. The only thing we had missing was the consistency. They was ahead of us in their progress. But guess what? We catched up, mate. We catched up.
Oh, hey, Ronaldo. Ronaldo's talking that talk.
Of course. We're getting ready.
All right. So we've got 3 United wins. So potentially, by the end of the weekend, 3 points behind Arsenal. Is that what you're saying, lads? Yeah?
Yep.
Right. Bruv, if we do that, oh my, bruv, we're going to have to, I don't know what we're going to do with the pod next week. We're going to, Wavy, you might have to come on, bruv.
Yeah, get his number. Dial him in.
All right. Let's get to the rest of the weekend's action before we go. Liverpool at home to Chelsea. We mentioned it earlier. Let's just go straight for the score predictions. What do you lads think?
2-1 Chelsea.
Ooh.
No, sorry, Liverpool. Sorry. Wait, it's at Anfield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. 2-1. 2-1 at Liverpool.
I'm going to go 2-2. They're both shit. We'll see you, Ronaldo.
Repeat it again. Who do I think?
Liverpool, Chelsea. What do you think the score is going to be?
I already told you, my bro. That's to repeat. Bro, Liverpool's going to slap them. Like, about 3-4-1, 4-2. Yeah, seriously, bro. I'm not even joking. Remember I told you earlier, like, I think Potter, like, it's going to come to, a point where they've got to make a decision on Potter. Chelsea's a good squad, has a good squad, but they need a manager, mate. So I think Klopp, under pressure, is going to pull out performance, which we know is capable. I think they're going to slap Chelsea. Statement win. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the 3 o'clocks now. Bournemouth against Nottingham Forest. Is it going to be 3 wins in a row for Nottingham Forest?
Yeah, I think so. I think Forest has turned the corner. I can see them staying up now. See them beating Bournemouth comfortably as well.
Bournemouth are dropping down the table at an alarming rate.
2-0, 3-0.
3-0 for me.
Yeah, same. I got 3-0 Nottingham Forest. All right. Next 3 o'clock game. Leicester at home to Brighton. Tasty one, that one. Yeah, I'll go Brighton as well.
3-1.
I say 3-2 Brighton.
2-0 Brighton for that one. Next, Southampton against Aston Villa.
Southampton. 2-1.
Villa. 3-1.
I'm gonna go 2-2 draw. Desmond. I think Southampton will turn the corner, but I don't think they have enough to beat Villa, to be honest. Villa look good under Emery. This one here, this is proper El Sacco. 3 o'clock. West Ham against Everton.
Oh wow.
Sushek versus who?
Tomorrow, Jay.
Juszczyk versus Iwobi, bro. This is the P45 derby, bro. Surely whoever loses this game gets sacked.
Definitely, 100%. But I think, Lamps, I can't see Moist losing. I say I draw 2-2. Someone might nick it, but I can't see it swinging because I know I can't. I don't know, man. It's at Everton, isn't it? It's at home.
It's at London Stadium.
Oh my gosh, that's curtains for Lamps. 2-1 West Ham. 2-1 West Ham. Seriously, 2-1 West Ham.
You know what? I'm gonna go 2-1 Everton.
2-1 Everton. Yeah.
I think it's mental with them because they play good football to a point, but it's like when a team equalizes, that's when their head goes, isn't it? Like at Old Trafford, they played well up until United got the goal to go ahead, then they just crumbled, didn't it? I think they've got enough about them. West Ham, boy, they look shocking. I'm gonna go Everton. Moyes out of a job Sunday morning, but he's out here doing podcasts of bloody fool.
West Ham 3-0.
Whoo! You saying it's over for Lamps?
Yeah.
He's getting sacked before he gets back to Liverpool, mate.
You say he's getting sacked in the dressing room. He's still gonna have to take the coach home with the lads and that.
He'll be off to Sandy Banks to see his uncle after me.
All right. 5:30 game, Crystal Palace against Newcastle.
I see a battle again. I see a battle might be a draw, because Palace can't lose these 3 games in a row like that. I see them putting in a performance.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Come on. They're not going to lose 3 games in a row. Not under Vieira, man. That's what I'm thinking. A draw, but Newcastle might just nick it. They got Isak back now, and he's just a killer. Like, so I can see Newcastle, man, 2-1. Tight game, though.
Newcastle 3-0. Something ain't right with Palace at the moment. And boy, if they don't fix up, I don't think Vieira will be there at the end of the season. That's how good it is.
Wow. Big statement.
They're going to get sucked into that relegation fight if they don't fix up soon, I can see them. I can see Newcastle slapping them. They're going to go 3-0. And they got St. Maximin back as well, innit? Yeah. 3-0. What say you, Skervin?
2-0 Newcastle.
Keeping up the top score surge. Sunday now, Leeds against Brentford.
Brentford 3-2.
Boy, Brentford win again is peak for Chelsea and them team there, Liverpool and all that. See what I mean, Scott? All these teams, man, them saying, I'm telling you, these big teams, they gotta win, bro. Because these Brentford and that, they're pulling out wins now. They're turning draws into wins, Jay. And they're putting a little run on. Like Fulham won like 4 games in a row, Jay, before they lost to Newcastle. Would you believe that little Fulham put runs like that together? Brentford is on a run now for how many games? When you think about it, 4 or 5 games. But on that laws of average, I'm gonna go for a draw, or Leeds win, because these teams we're seeing a lot from them now. They're going on runs, bro. 6 games, 7 games. No, bro. See Leeds putting an end to all of that. I say like a Leeds 2-1.
Yeah, I've got Leeds winning it as well. I'm going to go Leeds 1-0. Leeds have played better football than what it looks like. Like you said, I don't think these teams like Brentford and Brighton can go and win 6 or 7 games in a row. That's European talk. That's Champions League runner form there, bro.
That's why they were singing that against Chelsea, Fulham. So we're going for Champions League. 4 wins in a row. There you go, pal. They're going to start singing that over at Brentford Community Stadium, mate. We're in Europe, mate. Trust me,
Yeah.
if you're winning 5-6 games in a row, come on, lads. That's European form, man.
It's gonna happen, mate.
For Leeds, 1-0. The other 2 o'clock game, Manchester City at home to Wolves.
So, upset. I can see an upset here, Jay.
Wait, before that, Man City played Tottenham on Thursday. Quickly, who do you think's going to win that game?
Totti.
Ooh, at the Etihad.
Totti. I can see Totti going in and do a number and then, seriously, they're rattled at the moment. They've lost 2 games in a row in a while, So I can see a little, you know what I mean? I can see like they're a bit fragile, Jay. If Totti go there, get a goal up. I can see Tottenham coming away 3 points,
Get what goal up? They don't like to score goals or play football in the first half.
I know, innit? They might be missing in the first half.
It's an 8 o'clock kickoff. Tottenham don't kick off till about 5 past.
Nah, I agree. Nah, that's true. I agree.
I think City, and I think they might slap Tottenham as well.
It's just hope, innit? Wishful thinking, but
I think they might slap them. But the Wolves game is going to be tricky. Those are 2 tricky games. Just like United have 2 tricky games. That's a very tricky game. Wolves are playing football,
Thank you. And he's got his guys now. Cunha, he's got a couple guys in there. Nunes in the middle. He's a baller, Jay.
Yep.
To watch this Nunes guy, like you see him, you trust me, he's gonna do bits in the Prem. You know what I mean? So that's a tricky game, I reckon. Wolves might try to think.
I think that could be a draw.
Could be
still 2-2.
I can see Wolves winning that. Seriously, I'm not joking. I know.
You saying a great weekend for Man United, then, yeah?
Yes, mate. I'm telling you, get City in a position where they're just hungry. They're just going out there killing teams. We need them to do that. We need them to go to, you know what I'm saying, Emirates and win. You know, like that, Drake. I think that this is our year. So yeah, man, I'm going Wolves, man. I'm going Wolves.
What say you, Skervin?
3-2 Wolves. 2-1. 2-1 Wolves.
Skervin?
Yeah, missing, man.
All right. Yeah, I got 2-2 for that one. The last game, Monday night, under the lights, on the banks of the River Thames, Fulham versus Tottenham.
Big game. Fulham. You know they're my guys. Fulham, bro. Straight up. 2-1. Mitrovic. Fulham.
I'm going to go 2-1 Tottenham. I think Harry Kane's going to bag a couple and break Jimmy Greaves' record. For that one. That rounds it up for the weekend, lads. Big week ahead. Hopefully next week we're talking bossy talk on this pod, bruv. The results go our way, mate. Wait, they do not want a pod next week. Trust me. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe. All feedback's good feedback, as they say. Leave your comments in the comment section below on what we've discussed about today. Lads, any thoughts before we depart?
Don't know. Just keep it locked in for the love of the game. You don't know, man. We're here, man. Keep the support. Keep it going.
And as well, big things coming in the next few weeks. Stay tuned, okay? But for myself, Dre, Skervin, Ronaldo, another episode for the love of the game is a wrap. Peace.
Peace. Love.